Hi, everybody. My name is Patty McLean, and I'm from the Women's Resource Center. I'm one of the trainers who will be offering the digital professional development and other courses as we lean into this remote learning. And so, one of the questions that we get that I wanted to start with actually is why is the Women's Resource Center offering these workshops and trainings about trauma? And so the short answer to that is because trauma affects youth in every community. So this is not something that any of us who work with children can avoid. And it's also really empowering and helpful for us to understand it at a deeper level for our own needs and also to better meet the needs of our students. So here it says that trauma affects youth in all communities and the responses to those experiences by the youth serving systems, which would be schools, the Women's Resource Center, other community organizations. Those responses are critical. So the reason for that is that youth who experience trauma are greater risk for future trauma, and that includes interpersonal violence, which is what we address mainly at the Women's Resource Center. Dating violence, domestic violence, and sexual assault are all types of interpersonal violence. And so we have an entire prevention department, prevention and education, where we work to train professionals on creating trauma-informed schools in this case, but also trauma-informed workplaces, trauma-informed communities. So being trauma-informed is a great way to meet the needs of all people, including and especially survivors. And through this work, our goals are, our objectives, if you will, are to show educators and administrators, any school professionals really, how to lessen the impact of trauma on students, how we can all be that caring adult in our students' life. That's a protective factor that will help survivors, but it could also help prevent future violence. We also have the goal to help professionals model healthy relationships in school because the more we can model that, the more students will understand what good, healthy relationships look like. And last but not least, our overall goal, as is everybody's ultimate goal, is to help our students to thrive. And that includes academically, socially, emotionally, and understanding trauma will help with all of that. So I really look forward to however we get to interact. And I hope this helps you understand a little bit more about why the Women's Resource Center is so committed to this opportunity.